Have you ever wondered, how do you know if it's time to pause, pivot, or even stop in your fertility journey? Maybe you're exhausted from monthly disappointments. Maybe you and your spouse are not on the same page. Or maybe you're wrestling with grief or dreams that fell farther and farther away. In this episode of Fertility and Wholeness with Arianna, I'm asking real questions that every woman faces at this crossroads. And I'm sharing practical steps to process, reflect, and make decisions without fear, guilt, or regret. Because the truth is, you're not weak and you're not a quitter. You're strong and your strength deserves to be honored. So if you ever ask yourself, is it time to pivot? This episode is for you. Welcome to Fertility and Wholeness podcast. Are you tired of seeing that test be negative month after month? Will you ever stop having to take test after test? Are you scared of all the medical terminology, office visits, and misinformation you see at every turn on your infertility journey? If you answer yes to any of those, you're not alone. You are at the right place. I'm so happy you're here with us. My name is Arianna. I'm a fertility care practitioner and a wholeness coach with over a decade of experience on the field. I created this podcast because I know what it is to feel alone and lost while navigating fertility problems. And after helping hundreds of women, teaching them how to not protract their cycles, boost their fertility, and navigate their monthly emotional rollercoaster and get pregnant naturally, I am on a mission to empower women to take charge of their fertility journey. In this podcast, you will find heartfelt conversations, education, tips on how to take care of and understand your fertility, emotional support, simple lifestyle changes to boost your fertility, nutrition, self-care routines, tips for handling stress and anxiety with ease. We have amazing, exciting expert interviews and guests, inspirational stories, and practical advice on preparing for pregnancy and joyful delivery. Are you ready to reclaim your health, your life, and become pregnant naturally? If so, grab your green juice and prenatal vitamins. This episode is just what the doctor ordered. Welcome back to Fertility and Wholeness with Arianna. Today, we are talking about something tender, heavy, and deeply important. How do you know when it's time to pivot or even stop in your fertility journey? This question touches every layer of your life: your body, your mind, your heart, your marriage, your faith. And the truth? There isn't one size fits all answer. Some of you may be asking yourself, have I done enough? Others may feel the pull to step back, but are weighed down by grief, fear, and uncertainty. If that's where you are today, I want you to know you're not alone and you're not failing. This episode will help you navigate the complexity of this choice with clarity, hope, and trust. Let's just start by imagining these two scenarios, ones that I have seen again and again, so you can relate without me sharing anyone's private story. In the first scenario, a woman has been trying for years, using medical interventions and lifestyle changes. Every month brings disappointment. She feels anxious, isolated, and spiritually heavy. She wonders if pausing might be the healthiest choice for mental, emotional, and relational well-being. In the second scenario, another woman has made the choice to stop. She feels the weight of her decision, grieving the children she may never meet, the birthdays that she will miss, and the milestones she had imagined for her family and her marriage. She's learning to process this grief one step at a time. Both scenarios illustrate a key truth. The decision to pivot, pause, or stop is deeply personal. It isn't about age, finances, or how long you've been trying. It's about your health, your values, your marriage, your heart, and your faith. And here's the truth. This journey is heavy. It can bring up grief from losses you already experienced, unprocessed pain from failed cycles, and anticipatory grief for children who will never be. Heaviness doesn't equal weakness. It does not equal failure. The woman that I speak to every day are women like you, strong, resilience, with the ability to get up every month and try it again, to hope in the face of repeated disappointment. This is a courage that deserves to be honored. I want to share a bit of my own story. After experiencing 3 losses, my husband and I realized we needed a pause. Not a medical solution, but a mental health and a spiritual reset. For 3 months, we intentionally took a break. Intercourse was off the table. Instead, we focused ourselves as a couple. We prayed, we grieved, and we asked God for guidance. During this time, we didn't make any decisions about treatment. We simply reflected, nurtured our relationship, and prioritized emotional and spiritual clarity. At the end of these 3 months, we chose to pursue medical support, but not as a last-ditch effort to get pregnant, but as a way to improve my health, hormonal balance, reducing inflammation, and physical strength. A year later, we were in a much better place, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, and relationally. The lesson here is important. Sometimes a pivot is not about stopping or giving up. Sometimes it's about creating space, restoring your health, and making decisions from a place of clarity, not exhaustion, guilt, or fear. And that's exactly what I help women do in my work every day. Now, let's get practical. Here are some key questions to help you navigate this pivot thoughtfully and intentionally. Number one, ask yourself, am I protecting my mental, emotional, and spiritual health? Fertility struggles can take a heavy toll. If you feel anxious, depressed, or isolated, pause may be the most loving choice for you, for your marriage, and your future decisions. Number two, am I properly processing past losses? Unprocessed grief can cloud judgment. Pausing or stopping without grieving past losses may leave you feeling guilty, confused, and resentful. Take time to reflect, pray, journal, or seek support. Number three, how are conflicted goals being handled in my marriage? What if one spouse wants to pause or stop and the other one wants to continue? Intentional conversations, timelines for reflection, and sometimes guiding from a coach or a counselor can make all the difference. Number four, what does surrender mean in this season? Choosing peace over control doesn't mean giving up hope. It means aligning your actions with your values, your health, your faith. Surrender allows you to trust God with the outcome while taking responsibility for what you can control. Number five, what does a pivot look like for me? Some women take a strategic break, stopping medical interventions while continuing lifestyle changes and supplements. Others make a full stop, which involves grieving for children who will never be born, milestone missed, and the dreams that will never be realized. And some step back in peace, trusting they have done all they can and leaving the rest in God's hands. Remember, this is personal. You're not a quitter, not a loser, not weak. You are strong, resilient, and courageous. Strength it takes to endure a monthly battle and rise again each time is remarkable. And this is what I want to honor today. Let's talk about grief because it is part of every pivot. Whether you pause or stop completely, grief will show up. It might be mourning the children you may never meet, birthdays you won't celebrate, milestones missed, or even your dreams you had for your spouse. Grieving is not weakness, it is part of the process and it is essential for you to move forward with clarity. Processing grief fully ensures your next steps are conscious, grounded, and aligned with hope and faith, not reactive or clouded with unresolved pain. And this is exactly what a wholeness guidance provides. It supports to process the grief, align your marriage, and makes decisions with confidence and clarity. And here's what I want to offer guidance. Navigating a pivot isn't just about fertility interventions. It's about emotional processing, relational alignment, spiritual clarity, and understanding your limits and values. And if you feel that you can use support in this part of the journey, whether it's pausing interventions, processing grief, or making a thoughtful, intentional decision, I can be your guide. My role is to help women move through the crossroads with clarity, courage, and hope, so that every choice is made from strength, not fear or guilt. If this resonates with you, I invite you to reach out. Let's walk this journey together so your next steps are grounded in wholeness and hope. And you can continue moving forward with your dream in a way that honors your health, your marriage, and your heart. Whatever path you take, pausing, pivoting, or stopping, you're not broken. You're making decisions with courage, integrity, and faith. Your journey is honored. Your strength is remarkable, and you're not alone. I pray this episode brings you clarity, comfort, and courage as you navigate the next steps. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, we got a special treat for you. Join our free Facebook group where you can connect with other amazing women and share your thoughts. Join us by clicking in the link in the show notes. We can't wait to welcome you into our supportive community. And don't forget to come back for our next episode, where we'll be sharing even more inspiring stories, encouraging tips, educational insights, and practical strategies. Oh, and before you go, we have a tiny favor to ask. If you found today's episode uplifting and helpful, please leave us a review. It's like giving us a virtual hug, and it helps other amazing women like you find our show. Plus, it makes us smile from ear to ear. And hey, why stop there? Share the love. Tell your Betsies, your mom, your sister, and even your favorite barista about our podcast. The more, the merrier.